Hey guys, welcome to another one of our how to install videos. I wanted to do a part 2 to how to install Whims mod for Sims 4. I actually did it back in September, and there was a few things that I was seeing in the comments and just a lot of questions that I was getting that were kind of similar, and I kind of want to go over that for those people who may be struggling or going through issues downloading Whims. So one of the biggest things that a lot of people who are new to mods, because I went through the same thing, go through is that maybe you download the mod, correct? And then the mod doesn't seem to be working properly. Like maybe you click on the bed and it doesn't pop up the Whims option and stuff like that happens. There's a numerous amount of reasons. One is because when you are downloading a mod, you want to make sure that you're not too many folders deep. And what I mean by that, I'm going to go to the document section. I'm going to click on electronic arts, I'm so sorry guys, The Sims 4, and then you're going to go to the mods folder inside of The Sims 4, okay? But before we do that, let's focus in on the local thumb cache. So you have an online thumb cache, you have the local one. You want to make sure that you throw that in the trash every time that you're installing or removing mods from your mods folder. It's just like a safety precaution, okay? Just to make sure everything works properly. And then when you check your mods, like for example, you just downloaded Whims, right? You want to click on it. And these are the only things you should see when you click Whims. So if you downloaded Whims and you just drag the whole entire folder in there, you kind of did it wrong, because it opens up as a zip file. Once you open it up, it then opens in a folder. In that folder is a how-to video on how to download Whims. I think it's another document that they put in there, and then there's this folder that actually has the mods. All you need is these two mods. If you don't see these two mods in your Whims folder, then you did something wrong, and I would delete it and try again, okay? Also, when you click on this Whims mod inside the mods folder, it brings you straight to the packages within it. It doesn't take you to another folder. It doesn't take you to another folder inside of a folder. It takes you straight to this. So if you don't see this, then that means you did it wrong. Now let's say you're one of those cases where you downloaded it and you do see this and you did do it correctly as far as downloading is concerned. Well, let's go into some more details, right? When it comes to mods, sometimes mods are not updated, okay? And what I mean by that is if there's patch days, if Origin has an update or anything like that, what will happen is sometimes the mods don't work properly or something will go wrong, right? So you always want to try to check their support, their Patreon, or whatever else that you can. I do have a video as well, guys. I think it's covering updates, and inside the description tab, I have all of the mods that I use in their Patreon accounts listed, and I believe their Discords. If you guys don't know what Discord is, it's just a way that you can communicate with the people who create the mods, so that way if something's going wrong or you have any questions, you can get those answered, okay? If you follow their Patreon accounts as well, you can get answers quicker as well, because, you know, they tell you their charges and things like that. I think the only one I pay is this one, the $4.50. But they tell you what you have access to. They tell you, you know, they'll help answer your questions if you're struggling and things like that. So that's just a FYI. For you guys who may not take gaming that serious, you may not want to pay for it, and I understand. But a lot of times it's just a waiting game. So like say you download the game and it's not working properly, chances are it's requiring an update, okay? So when you click download, right here, it tells you the supported game versions, and it tells you when the last update was. So the last update was October 14th. My Whims needs to be updated, right? But here's how I know. I knew before I even got to this website. So if you don't have better exceptions, that's another video I'm going to do here soon on why that mod is so important. But Better Exceptions is a mod that Twisted Mexi makes. I feel like I have that name right, but if I don't, for those people who are already into mods, please be easy on me. But anyway, I knew that my mod was messed up because they send you notifications about patch days, what mods need to be fixed, what could be going wrong in your game, as far as I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words today, as far as custom content is concerned. So this is definitely something I'm going to put in the description tab below for you guys, so you guys can be able to download this mod as well. You would install this mod the same way you would any mod. I do believe that he is actually giving his stuff away for free. Like, I think it's on Patreon, but you can still get it for free, like public version, if that makes sense. But don't take my word for that, because I think he did say something about if the traction's not good enough, he's going to go back to paid content. But at the most, it will only be like $2 a month or something like that. Okay, so this is important. And this is where the download is. So you would just download the zip file, put it in your mod section, and it'll let you know if something's going on with your mods. But Wicked Whims is so smart, guys, that they do the same thing. So if their mod needs to be updated, they're going to let you know. And so that's why I have the game open, guys, because I wanted to show you guys 101. So I went into one of my homes. I actually created this home for those who may be wondering. You guys see how Wicked Whims is popping up on the right, but it looks kind of foreign? Because they're trying to tell me I'm running the wrong one, right? So, and Better Exceptions popped up as well, because they were trying to let me know that Wicked Whims needs to be updated. So, this is the house that I created, guys. I actually wanted to show you guys this. This is a little off topic, I know. But basically, let's click on the bed, right? Here's Wicked. And see how nothing's popping up? It's just settings. Because of the fact that, A, I don't believe that she has anyone that she can do anything with, because I think you're supposed to have someone available, but also because the mod needs to be updated, okay? So I actually should have clicked on Better Exceptions when it popped up. Let me show you guys, because this is an outdated version. I haven't updated it yet. See, there it is. So it tells you right here with Better Exceptions, it says, is now active and monitoring. It is all well, you won't even notice. I'm here. Once you receive an error, I'll be sure to let you know in-game and do my best to track the issue, right? So if you want it to get straight to the point, you don't want to wait on actually playing the game and then it tells you, hey, so-and-so is broken or so-and-so is not working properly. You can literally just click Open Better Exceptions menu and run Patch Compatibility Scanner if there's a patch day, or trigger example exception. So like, you know, just so you can kind of see what's going on. So that's one way, or you can just go straight to their website or join them on Patreon, okay? But Wicked Whims is so out of date that actually last time I was playing, it was saying your Wicked Whims needs to be updated, right? So the bed option's not going to work clearly because it needs to be updated, right? But once I go back to their website and download the new public version, everything will be okay. So I created this whole second level. I don't know if you guys watch my other content or just my how-to videos. But this house was actually a first floor house. It didn't have a second floor. So I created this pool on the second level, and then this bar and extra bathrooms and an extra room and a music area. So yeah, it's really cool that the smoke's coming out the chimney because I created that chimney too. But yeah, so that's just what I wanted to share with you guys is Wicked Whims is not going to work if it needs to be updated. Okay, so you're in two situations when it needs to be updated. You go out of your game and you download the new update, or you wait for the creator to create the update and then you go download it. Okay, but either way, that's normally the issue. If you downloaded the new update and you're still having problems, you want to make sure that you have a list of animations downloaded as well inside of this game, because if you do not have the animations, it will not work because it doesn't have a way to do, you know, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and show you guys what my process would be with updating the game. So first thing I'm going to do is exit the game. So I'm going to save and exit where I left off. And while it's doing that, I have a MacBook, so I can kind of just switch and do multiple things at once. So while that's exiting and saving, I'm going to go to Origin and make sure there's no update required here, which we're good. And then I'm going to go to Finder. I'm going to go to my Documents tab, Electronic Arts, The Sims 4. And I'm going to go into the Mods folder. And once I'm inside of this folder, I like List View. I'm not... preferably, I don't really like to look at a whole bunch of folders. I like to look at a list at least. And then I'm going to click on the Wicked Whims mod, and I'm going to just throw it in the trash right now because it needs to be updated. So, bye-bye, Wicked Whims. Now, you're probably wondering, do I need to delete my animations too? Me, personally, I don't delete my animations unless I have a reason to. Like, if something's wrong and Better Exceptions is popping up and it's telling me, hey, so and so is not working because of this or because of that, then that will be a time where I would delete specific animations. But for me and my experience with Wicked Whims, I have updated Wicked Whims and Basemental Drugs and all these different mods so many times, and the stuff within the mod I've never really had to change depending on what mod it is. So do not take me to heart with that, because you know, this is just my personal experience and what has happened for me. So to download the updated version, I go ahead and scroll to the bottom, October 14th, download, right? So we're gonna go ahead and download that bad boy, get that up and running. And then once it's downloaded, I go back to Finder. I do Control-click, new Finder window. Thank you very much. I go straight to the Electronic Arts Sims 4 mods. I don't know why it keeps messing up. I'm clearly telling it to stay on list, and it's like, no, I don't want to. So just so I don't forget, I go ahead and delete the local thumb cache. It's already going to generate a new one. So don't ever worry about that. Open up the mods, minimize this real quick, go to downloads, double click on Wicked Whims so it can open up, check the folder. This is what I was telling you guys before about how it's going to have the installation instruction video, it's going to have Wicked Whim info and license, and then it's going to have the actual mod folder, which is this bad boy. So this is all I want. I just want the mod folder. I don't want a folder in a folder. I don't want all that, right? So I'm going to drag this Wicked Whims folder outside of it and put it in my mods folder, and there it is. So once you click on Wicked Whims, that's all you see is the script package and everything else inside. Okay, so if you don't see that, that means something's wrong. Okay, all right, and then once I'm done with that, I sometimes just delete this because I don't need it anymore, right? I mean, I already downloaded it, so trash that, and call it a day. So that is literally the process of like me updating a mod that is possibly not working correctly. And there we go. So I hope that this part 2 video was helpful for you guys who may be new to updating mods. And then as soon as you're done, you literally just reload your game up again, and it should work exactly the way you want it to. So let's check it out real quick. I just want to kind of show you guys an example before I head out, because I don't want you guys to think that, you know, I don't like showing you guys stuff. I want you guys to see that I'm correct, that it needed an update and now it's working properly. So I'm just going to let it load up here, and then we're going to go ahead and show you guys, and we're going to click on the bed. And also with Wicked Whims, because I was hearing that a lot too in the comments, is that they were clicking on the bed, it wasn't working, or clicking on, you know, the bed multiple times, it wasn't popping up. But you don't have to just click on the bed. Wicked Whims can pop up in different places. Like you can try to click the shower, you can try to click different things, and if those areas still are not showing a Wicked Whim option, that means it wasn't downloaded correctly. Okay, so just a FYI, I wanted to throw that out there for you guys. So now that we're in, I'm gonna click on this, click play, and just so you guys know, for those who really enjoyed Squid Game, they actually have a lot that you can get of the Squid Game itself, so it's pretty cool, and custom content of Sims with Squid Game outfits and things like that. So you guys should check that out in the gallery if you haven't already. Okay, so now that we're in, I'm gonna go back into the Welch family's house. Okay guys, so we are now in. So my MC command center is popping up. Better Exceptions is popping up, letting me know that everything's active, Basemental Drugs, and Wicked Whims. So they're saying, bonjour, you're running Wicked Whims 166C. So now I know that I've done it correctly. It looks definitely different than it did before. So all should be well, right, in the world. Mod Wicked Whims Turbo Driver, make sure to stay updated on the sites listed above. Okay, so there's their Patreon, their Twitter, their Turbo Driver, Wicked Whims, Tumblr.com, and their website. So if you guys didn't know that before, go ahead and copy those or write it down if you need to, and make sure you have those websites, because they will let you know if your mod needs an update, and they'll be able to give you feedback if you have any questions or things like that on, you know, anything that may be going wrong, right? So let's see if she can click the bed now. Like I said, I think she needs one of her lovers here as before, because that could be the issue. So I'm going to try to, no, I'm actually going to use MC Command Center, because right now calling someone up would be quite difficult at 8:58 p.m. So I'm going to use the sim command to teleport one of her lovers. I guess I could command Zoe. Like, let me say something to him. Express being courageous, I guess. I don't know. Alright, cool. They're actually having a bad time because that's the kid's father downstairs, so yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can get them to do the do. Yep, see? There's the option, right? So that's another thing, guys. You could have animations, right? I'm just do a random one, right? You can have animations that involve a specific person, and the settings that you have in Wicked Whims, if your settings is set to not do anything incestual, I think that's the word. Don't laugh at me if that's not the word, guys, but certain settings on Wicked Whims will be automatic, right? So you have to change your settings. So like if you're in a house and you don't have an animation for someone to do the do by themselves, or you don't have an animation for them to do the do with someone that's a family member or something, they're not going to be able to do it, right? So I just wanted to put that out there. You have to make sure you have the animations that you're asking for, and that the people that you're trying to do the do with are in the location that you're trying to do the do. So hopefully that makes sense. So just make sure that you check your settings. It's easy to check your Wicked settings. All you have to do is click settings and then just play around. That's literally all I did. When I first downloaded this, I went through all of these settings to see what type of settings I wanted. The pregnancy chance, the relationship settings, all of that good stuff. So just go into that, select what you want. So that way you can make sure everything works the way you want it to. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's pretty much all that I wanted to say. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. I'm so sorry. I hope I wasn't rambling too much. They, of course, didn't do the do because they're on bad terms anyway. And that's another setting on Wicked Whims. Like, I think there's a way that you can have a preference. Like, if they're not on good terms, can they still do the nasties? And it's called something. I just don't know what it is right now. I can't think of it. But yeah, so I hope that this was helpful. If it was, please like the video, comment below what your experience is with Wicked Whims, and I hope that you guys can enjoy this wonderful mod because I do love it. I use it quite a bit, so to say, more so for pregnancy chance than I do anything else. But yeah, I really enjoy it, and it's really fun and exciting, and it just makes the game really realistic. So that's it, though. I hope that this was helpful. And if it was, subscribe for more content like this, and you guys have a wonderful day.